All right. Welcome back, everyone, to A Programmer Plays Nine Sols. In our previous episode, we reached what I suspect is the point of no return. We have triggered stuff down here. We've gotten a message saying, hey, things have gone very wrong back at the pavilion. So, we are now trying to get out of here, and we'll see how we get on. I didn't love, breaking last episode up like that, but, you know. Come on. Why am I... Whoa. I feel like my blocks. I was just flubbing the blocks really bad. And I don't even know why. Oh, we live down here now. Controller? I swear I'm hitting the block button. It is... I'm just doing a really bad job, I guess. I'm a little on the fence about whether I should prioritize the little guy or the big guy here. Heal again. Okay, there we go. That's all we needed to do. Goodness. I don't know why I struggled on that. I guess just warming up. There's no fast travel. Interesting. Get me out of here. Let's see. I'm betting that the thing, I mean, it pretty much have to be, the thing over here is going to be cleared away. Yeah. This wasn't passable before. Personnel diary. Whoa, who's Chien? It is a noble job being a Dusk Guardian. Our eyes are always open, and we never sleep. It is through our sacrifice that you can all have a good night's sleep. We take care of the night. I know there's nothing we can do about it, but it's time everyone learned the truth. There's no elixir to slow down the disease. The Ascension Palace was a total fiction. The souls, Egong, everything they promised was a lie. We're just a bunch of cheap lab rats. I mean, at the end of the day, we never deserved to board the island. I remember, Mom, Shanghai 9000, wait for me. We will save everyone, every last one of us. Shanghai 9000 referenced. That's a genuine surprise. Why give us this cash now? Oh, interesting. Okay. Can't leave that direction. I'm kind of assuming that the door up there that we've not been able to get through before is the way. So I'm gonna run over to the safe over here. Never mind. No, I'm not. Do I think I could loop around? Maybe. Not particularly, but maybe. Block this off. Are these guys hitting harder? Or am I just being crazy? Ooh, okay. I don't know why that didn't occur to me a significant amount of time ago. Alright, well, just won't go to the safe point. That's fine. I would like to, but not a requirement. Oh, shit. Sir Yi, it seems I have overestimated my abilities. You couldn't stop Jin Tang. Alright, you're a scholar after all. Oh ho, don't you mean? Your injuries, is there any way to repair them? This time, even with all the Jin and New Kunlun, it would accomplish nothing. Oh ho, in the end, I shall be the one to shudder mine eye first. Dreams disappear into the clouds, everything returns to naught. I'll help you deal with Jingtian. How shameful to have to trouble you up to the very end. It's nothing, just lay down and be at peace. I shall perish with dignity, and not endure in silence. Man, what a bummer. Boy, we really did hit a point of no return, huh? Down. Ooh, don't like that. Really need to get the timing of that down, but not happening. Son of a bitch. And I'm guessing this is gonna pop me out all the way down here. No, it pops me out here. Alright, that's acceptable. That's surprisingly generous, actually. You know what, I don't like going in there with no charges, but we're gonna go for it. There we go. I just couldn't get the timing right. No rest for the wicked. Help Chiyu bring peace to Xingqian. Ugh. Well, started the episode off with a boss fight, I guess. Oh. We knew that he was dead, but I was kind of hoping the game would be like, well, here's a final word. Did they? Nope. The question now is, can we get out by jumping in here? Yes. I assume that this is the way out. Might not be. Oh, I bet actually we could have gone out. Well, no, because we couldn't get to... We couldn't get to where the save was, past which was the, past which was the elevator that we never took, I don't think, because we never could figure out how to get into it. I think we were supposed to ride the elevator down to get to that, and I just never did. Alright, let's see what's going on in here. Oh. This is cruel that they put that there. But like, oh man. So it was a lot of art to have all this stuff in here. Shanghai, no. But now, like, we have to have all this art, like, in the damaged state as well. Like, doubling the amount of work. That's wild. Fortune teller's still up and working. Looks like. Let's... You'll lose your next battle in the last minute. Rude. We're gonna have a boss fight with Abacus? Ruyi, my lord, welcome back. What happened? Where's Shan Shan? Yi, you're back. Those people came in and broke Abacus. Gong brought her guards here and wreaked havoc. I'm sorry, there's nothing I could do. This is all my fault, my lord. The alarms were disabled due to an exploit in the firewall. What's the extent of the damage? Most of our facilities are still functioning. However, Yigong took the soul seal in your vital sanctum. I tried all I could to stop her, but she succeeded in the end. I deserve the most severe punishment. I was also stripped of all my permissions. Now she alone holds the power of all 10 soul seals. Why would she go through all this trouble? He must also be after the council code, and I can be pretty certain we won't like what she has in mind. I just didn't think she would also be the one behind the mutants. What do you mean? Does she want to destroy New Kunlun? Based on what we know, it's definitely within the realm of possibility. But why would she... I could perform a situational analysis and calculate probable causes. Warning, warning. Analytical system failed. Core processor damage extent, 97%. So it's not just your language processing module, your entire core has. Yes, apologies. I will not be much help anymore. I may be about to shut down permanently. Shut down? What's wrong with Abacus? Can you fix him, Yi? Uncle Chubby, we're not going to let Abacus die, right? Core damage is irreparable. No one will be able to fix it. No. It's my fault? Absolutely not, Shanshan. My shutdown isn't related to the action of anyone. The winds of fortune blow every which way. No one escapes calamity, not even if they happen to be the world's most powerful computer. You know, I feared that I would never see you again, my lord. However, that cherished wish has finally been fulfilled. You've always been so sentimental, Abacus. Thanks for everything. I have stored your preferred tools and defaults in a backup database. They can be transferred seamlessly if you acquire a new assistant. Good luck, and may you... Processing limit exceeded. Permanent shutdown in 3, 2, 1.
Luxie!
Abacus! Abacus! I feel like I missed out on some content with Shanghai, given that I never did find this. Maybe would you want to bet that it's right there, and all I needed to do was ride the elevator down? Where's Shanshan? Did I overlook him? Also, where's our ogre friend? Presumably out fighting. This is the end, isn't it? I feel like we just went on a massive wild goose chase. This is not the time to mourn. Was that supposed to fill me with hope? Yi Gong just seized ultimate control of the council. Commanding the guards to annihilate us will be a piece of cake for her now. And don't get me started on the mutants. It won't be long until the entirety of New Kunlun is crawling with them. You really think there'll be any survivors? As long as there's even a single survivor, there's still hope. I really can't share that sentiment, brother. What should we do next? To be honest, I more or less agree with what the other souls have been saying. Even if you overthrew the 9 souls, would it do anything for the future of our people? Are you going to stop the Eternal Cauldron project? And that's not mentioning how New Kunlun is in complete chaos. You still remember our original promise? What promise? That we'd both return home in a blaze of glory. Hold on. You're planning on going back to Penglai? I checked the energy levels at the Radiant Pagoda. It should be doable. Indeed, we have been storing energy through the roots for centuries. We should theoretically be able to initiate a second space warp. That's all strictly theoretical. New Kunlun's navigational systems do not have a built-in return procedure. Did you forget who wrote that system in the first place? Got me there. If there is anyone who could get us back home, it'd be you. Trust me, it'll all be fine once we return home. How's that? You always find a way to win me over. Better than croaking this far from home. So what's the plan? We still have some time before the code is revised. I need to get through the root pinnacle to stop Yigong. However, there is something that I can only ask your help for. Let me guess. Shan? Yes, help me take care of him. What a hassle. Can't you raise him yourself? Fine, just stop looking at me with those eyes of yours. Fine, I get it. I'll do it. Thank you. You're giving me goosebumps. You never used to be all kind and caring like this. Don't lose, okay? Where are you going, Yi? Remember the people who just broke in? Well, I need to put a stop to their evil plans. But there was this super strong old lady swinging a really long sword. Are you sure you'll be fine on your own? I'll be fine. I've been preparing for this day for quite some time. After I deal with this, everything will come to an end. You've always liked hearing stories where the Solarians grew up, right? When I return, I'll take you there so you can see it with your own eyes. Really? You're not lying, right? When have I ever lied to you? I can already imagine your jaw dropping when you see the ocean on Pinglai.
Oh!
An ocean? You can teach me how to swim so that I can swim all the way to your hometown. Huh, you're gonna need a bunch more lungs for that. It takes months to even walk that kind of distance. How do you know if you've never tried it yourself? You have to come back safe and sound, Yi. Might as well. My most trusted friend, max out ammo capacity of the Azure Bow and obtain Cloud Pierce something. That was unexpected. Yigong never the type to act on emotion. She would do everything right the first time. Why would she spare your life while you were trapped in her soulscape? I don't get it. There's probably no escaping a head-on confrontation now. Trouble's brewing on the horizon. Fortunately, I have an excellent craftsman on my side who will save the day. You and your sweet talk. Just let me know if you still want to adjust your gear. That old woman, she just waved her hand, and then Abacus. It was so scary. I felt so useless. Everything's okay now. It's all in the past. Are you hurt? I'm fine. I'm just sad that everything here is broken. We're all safe and sound, then it doesn't matter how many things they break. Alright, I think with that last purchase, we are now done with purchases. So these two are not helpful. I mean, it's not that they're not helpful, but like, we don't need them anymore. Alright, I do want... to see, can we ride the elevator down? We're gonna do that real quick. Oh. Well. Yet. Point of no return was a lot stronger nosed than I was expecting. Man, that's kind of unfortunate. It's possible that there's going to be, like, post-game that lets you clean up the world, but I kind of doubt it. 'Cause this didn't have... Yeah, there's no fast travel. The roots are not having it. Alright, well... Go have our final bloody confrontation, I guess. It is cool that that scene is in 3D so that they can do camera stuff and, you know, give perspective in a way that the rest of the game doesn't. Program, unlock Primordial Roots core, loading. System encrypted, operation failed. Recording device, Council Proceedings number 9. Soul Yi, you have the floor. Thank you. I think my fellow souls will agree that it's time to face the music. We can bicker all we want, but the truth is that the Tianhua cannot be cured in the short term. Therefore, I would like to propose a bold, new plan. Yi Gong might think you're clever, but since when did we let a rookie give orders around here? Let's not spoil the fun, Gu Meng. It's pretty charming. Let's see what he has to say. If anyone wants to raise any objections, please hold them until the end. The plan is called the Eternal Cauldron Project. Eternal? Interesting. Have you been keeping the elixir of life from me all this time? No, you misunderstand me. It's not bodily immortality, it's spiritual immortality. To put it simply, it's a plan to place all Solarians into virtual reality while their bodies are put into cryo-sleep, until we find a cure. Our scientists in Xi have already experimented on this. They were not very successful. This time is different. This time we have Lady Ethereal's Vital Sanctum and Soulscape system. Her tests have proven that we can fix all the shortcomings of older hibernation devices. Combine that with the creation of virtual worlds, and all Solarians will be able to enjoy centuries of blissful dreams. Lady Ethereal, does it really work? Yes, upon waking up, all test subjects were very satisfied with the dreams they experienced. Now, no, it is a lie. There were a few who had trouble, but those are minor issues. I'll patch those out. The only issue is generating soulscapes for tens of thousands of people requires an unprecedented amount of computing power. We wouldn't be able to meet capacity even if we linked up every single abacus on Penglai. I believe the esteemed Gu Meng has an answer to that. Why are you asking me for an answer? If this is how half-assed your plan is, count me out, rookie. In your research on Jianxi soldiers, didn't you posit the possibility of biological calculators? So that's what you're talking about. Connecting biological brains in series can indeed form an immense biological computer. However, that theoretical model requires the brains of organisms with higher intelligence. From where do we source those? Don't tell me you're going to use Solarian brains. Of course not. We can't use anything polluted by the Tianhua. I mean, that would be unethical. And this is where the ape men come in. You all remember the Haotian sphere, right? That deep space telescope that's been running for centuries? It has collected massive amounts of information. Did it actually find a planet with intelligent creatures? Exactly. We have temporarily named it the Pale Blue Planet, based on its appearance. Reports show that primitive humanoid creatures with large and active brains reside on the Pale Blue Planet. Show me the report. I want to see it. You can't just make up such a huge discovery, young man. I've read the report, so we need not doubt its veracity. They're still living beings. Wouldn't that be too cruel? That pity is totally unwarranted. If left alone, primitive species tend to wipe themselves out anyways. Better for us to cultivate them for our purposes. Are we opening a whole new hunting ground? The Xi clan is itching to get our muscles moving. You're all thinking too far ahead. The Pale Blue Planet is 500 light years away from us. What? So this meeting was a complete waste of time? The Feng clan didn't spend our money to listen to your fantasies. 500 light years? We don't even know if we'll make it to the next decade. Even if we did manage to gather enough food, how are we going to gather a vessel and energy to get there? We already have a vessel, and what's more, we're sitting in it right now. In the final phases of the Eternal Cauldron Project, Kunlun Island will be launched to the heavens. The entire island, with everyone on it, will warp to the Pale Blue Planet. You're insane. No, he's totally serious. I've done the calculations. There's enough energy stored in the primordial roots to make that trip. It will only take a few years to build the necessary rhizomatic energy columns and engines. As long as we have the primordial roots when we reach our destination, energy replenishment shouldn't be a problem. But what? Speak up, fatty. Easy. What Kuafu wants to say is, once we make this trip, we will not be able to return for at least another 500 years. Council Proceeding 94.
Say.
Yi, calm down. Why won't you hear me out? It was you. You're the perpetrator. Where are the others? The other souls have given their own matters to the Tentu and have asked me to speak on their behalf. I see, from the very beginning, I was the only one kept in the dark. Even Kuafu and Lady Ethereal knew. They reached the same conclusion as I had. We must accept our current predicament.
Wallahi.
Conclusion, my ass. It's you and this accursed Tiandao Castle. You murdered everyone, murdered my parents. Because of you, now Heng will die too. Data corrupted. It's nice to get confirmation of what we had, pieced together from the story before. I don't know that I love it being so explicit of like, here it is, here's the plot. If you missed it up until now, here's the, last recap. Root decryption processes 20%. Root core monitoring device. Root core decryption report. Fusang is breaking free from its seal. We're about to lose all control of the Primordial Roots network. After arriving near the pale blue planet, the Primordial Roots were coaxed to build a massive web around New Kunlun and partially cover the nearby star, allowing the roots to absorb its light and provide never-ending power for the Eternal Cauldron project. Oop. Almost walked right past that one. I'll be honest, I was expecting a little bit more winding up a tower. Super cool background, though. You're up early. I thought you would sleep much longer. I like that she's got the roots coming out of her head. I realize that this really isn't the time for a nap. Jaime, why return to this pitiful place when you can welcome in a whole new world in your dreams? Whole new world? I don't care what it is you're trying to do, but you better stop right now.
What so?
Why? So the Haoshan sphere is a Dyson sphere. We're about to witness the liberation of Fusang. This is our destiny. We will soon devour the fruit that fate has provided for us. We have waited too long for this moment. You've gone insane. Insane? I found the truth and unlocked immortality. How can you not fathom the significance of this achievement? You're right, I can't. I don't understand why you would make the same mistake over and over again. Transforming Solarians into those mutants can't be the answer. Prophets always have to beat the lonely path. Never mind, you'll thank me in time, you and everyone else. Since the dawn of our race, Solarians were but stupid beasts before the whims of fate, endlessly pursuing our own tails. You should celebrate, because we're about to break out of the cycle and enter the realm of the immortal. And you think this will set us free. I'm not going to let you have your way. How extremely cruel of you. I hoped that by trapping you in your dreams I could avoid this confrontation. No mentor can bear to end any of their students' lives. Don't make me do it twice. Be gone. Okay, that's... Okay. Rough start. The fortune teller was right. Ooh, are we gonna have to rewatch this cutscene? No, okay. Oh, come on. patterns a little bit, and it's going poorly. I feel like I'm moving in slow motion almost. I feel like we're both moving in slow motion, and I just have no idea what the timings are. Also, I'm very worried that she's not going to be the final boss, that it's going to be like, alright, now it's Mutant Roots time. I'm learning a little bit better. I need to learn the exact posing on when she's going to do the dash and when she's going to do the big orb. Because they look a little bit similar, but I think that they've got different tell poses. Progress, but not particularly good progress. I really feel like I'm not doing a good job of like pressing the button at the right time, which feels weird. get frustrated. It just feels like the timing windows are really, like the parry windows are really tight. And there's not very clear output from the game about were you early? Did it just not? Right there, like, was I early? Was I late? God damn. Getting frustrated. I would not be surprised if this is the kind of game where people like me who have been sort of like squeaking along difficulty-wise just really choke at the end. This is exactly the sort of game that would have an unreasonably why are those not? That was a terrible run. It feels like, I think part of the frustration is that I'm like, oh, I need to like run through her when she's doing the dash thing. I need to try and get off because I'm not on the ground. Or I am on the ground and I can't get off of the ground fast enough. And it doesn't really matter because, if her hitbox overlaps with me, then deal with it. Thought I was far enough away. Oh, you know what I can do? I feel a little silly that I haven't done this yet. Status. We don't need you. We need you, I think. Honestly, the water style, I feel like maybe isn't a good pick for her, but... my spacing is terrible. I get that we're like in-game and everything, but at the same time, the fact that that does like half of my health feels not good. I really don't want to have to drop down to storytelling for the final fucking boss, but that does kind of feel like where we're headed. Fuck. We did better, obviously. We got to phase 2. We're sort of figuring out stuff, but man, I felt like I was on the back foot that entire time. Boy, sure, her reach is huge. Nope. All right. Well, I'm gonna lie, I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated. This fight doesn't feel good. Weirdly, this fight feels slow. Like, it doesn't feel like a frenetic, like, oh, you know, like they're really like, she's moving too fast for me to follow. I feel like visually I should be following this. It's just that the timings aren't clicking. Like, I feel like I'm trying to block and it's not happening. And her reach is so long that kind of my only option is to, you know, get the parries off so that I can smack her. Because if I try and run up and smack her myself, like directly attack her, I'm not getting in enough hits for it to really be worth it, you know? Like, I would still need to be blocking. Maybe the move is next time, like, I try and parry, but I don't use the talisman. I just try to squeeze in hits. We might try that in the next episode, but for now, I think I'm going to call it here. YouTube, thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. Next episode, we'll be back on this grind. I'm assuming kind of that there's going to be just a lot of this. I don't love that. I'm really tempted to say next episode we drop it down to story, because we've given it, how much time have we given it? Hold on, let me, how much of this recording has just been this? $20 minutes. Yeah. The past third of this episode has just been me basically just getting past phase 1. That sucks. That sucks a lot. Because I don't want, you know, a whole nother episode just be me beating my head against one single boss fight trying to get through phase 2, and I would be totally unsurprised if there's a phase 3 on this, or, you know, like I was alluding to earlier, she's just like the warm-up boss, and then there's a real boss, you know, a spectacle boss afterwards. So yeah, I don't know. But that's where I'm going to call this one. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.